Good morning and welcome to a spectacular sunny day of soccer ahead up here in Mayo. We are beginning the day with the Under-16s Girls Shield final between Killala FC versus Ballyglass FC, and it is sure to be a stunning day of sport, and really looking forward to this live from Westport, where the pitch is and the designated away team today, Ballyglass FC, getting a good look at their squad. Slightly smaller, just 15 teams or 15 players in the squad, and of course 2 Mayo teams, so a local derby up here in Westport. So it'll mean an awful lot to both these teams to be trying to win a trophy on home soil. Kickoff 11 a.m. Cup final, and at 3:30 we have the Under-14 Boys Cup. Those are the games with live commentary, and in between at 12 o'clock is the Under-14 Boys Shield, and at 2 o'clock the Under-16 Boys Cup final. So it's going to be a spectacular day, Kevin. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be a great day. Great weather here in Westport. This is Full-Time Productions' first trip to Mayo. I'll say it's lovely up here, and 5 games. If you're tuned into the stream as well and you're looking for the games on pitch 2, we will have a separate stream of each game over the 2 days, so there'll be 12 individual streams, and these teams, all the way to a final, 1 game away from a provincial title, which is massive. The long seasons from these players, they're divisional cups, they're divisional leagues, and in some cases national cup journeys as well that can go all the way to the finals. And I'd say these players are really looking forward to it.
Definitely, yeah. The commitment at this age level. People talk about adult football, but I think the children's soccer, especially the first game up, Under-16s. Like these girls, are they in junior cert or 4th year? They've got school Monday to Friday, and to find the time to practice enough and hone their skills enough to be good enough to make it to a final is an incredible commitment. And it should be a really, really special day for all teams involved in the finals today. And really looking forward to it. And as you mentioned, Full-Time Productions, first trip up to Mayo. Personally, my first trip up to Mayo. So very special occasion for me as well, but I'm sure it'll mean a lot more to the players out there than it does to me. And as you said, Kevin, a chance to win a provincial title, bring that kind of glory to your club. So it must be an incredible feeling. It's one more provincial final these players are in than I've ever been in, so I'll have to live vicariously through them all day long.
Yeah, this is something that I'd love to have taken part in when I was younger. Unfortunately, I didn't reach any finals in my career, but just the nerves of the building up to the day, and the club's social media stuff, and everybody cheering, and the parents are going to be here today as well, and it's just about putting those nerves aside and just doing what got you to the final, really. Yeah,
I think so, and I think that's possibly easier said than done. Can you ignore those nerves? Can you ignore that extra build up? This is a slightly different feel to their regular cup and league games, but I think it could be whichever team is able to handle these nerves the best stands a very good chance of winning. I said both these teams in the Girls' Shield final, Killala and Ballyglass, both local to Mayo, of course, so there's the local pride aspect of it as well.
Yeah, we were driving up last night, and never been to Mayo before, but of course we were preparing the graphics throughout the week, so we were aware of all the team names, Ballyglass, Killala, and as we were then coming into Mayo, we saw all the signs, for the different teams' names. There was like Ballinrobe, there was, Ballyglass, all these places. So we knew we were close. And just a shout out to the Schoolboys and Girls Association as well. You can't see it on screen now. You can't see it on screen now.
Check that picture. It's going on pitch 1, Kevin. The game's going on pitch 1.
They're on your pitch, yellow.
Yeah, you can't see it on screen now, but the amount of stewards that have been involved all day long. From the walk-in and the drive-in for miles around the pitch, have been incredible, and that's what this sport is built on, is those volunteers who put in those tireless, selfless hours to facilitate days like today. So it's been brilliant work from the stewards and the groundsmen and everyone up here at the Westport pitch. But a lot of Connacht volunteers, parents, coaches, admin staff have been very helpful all day long. I'm sure there's a lot of work I haven't seen behind the scenes going into preparing today. So yeah, huge shout out to them, very much the unsung hero of things. And I'm sure this occasion will mean a lot to them as well, that they worked so hard to facilitate these finals going ahead today. And the fact that you have a ground so well kept and organised to host 5 finals in the space of one day is a huge credit to them. And I'm sure that'll be a huge source of pride for them, seeing the teams out there. And obviously if they have any special personal connections with some of the teams, it'll mean even more to see their own team win. But geez, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the Connacht organisers and the volunteers and the stewards and the staff, they've had their win this morning already, getting the place so organised that this can go ahead. So yeah, tireless Trojan work done by the stewards and volunteers, and really got an excellent setup here, and that'll help things running smoothly all day long, as we're just a couple of minutes out from kick-off there. See the last minute huddles being organised. And yeah, penny for their thoughts there in the huddle. They've done all the hard work. Getting to the final was the hard part. You know, anything that's had to be said has been said. But you just wonder, yeah, is there anything you can say now that can just give you that marginal gain? Is he just being panned out there? Getting a look at both teams, and the man in the middle, the referee. Just checking the ball there, checking the PSI possibly. And of course that is Killala wearing yellow and blue, and Ballyglass FC in the red and white. So 2 very, very nice kits on display here. Credit to the kit designers, and just yeah, nice looking resplendent in this Mayo sunshine. As you see, Killala still in their huddle as Ballyglass go for a more traditional line-up side by side. I don't know if it's possible mind games from Killala. This extended huddle. They're taking their time. Referee accompanied by the linesman for today's action. I always think that really adds to the occasion as well, when you have the referee with the extra officials. You have the comfort of knowing the calls stand a higher chance of being correct when a referee has help from linesmen, and it just makes the games feel more official. As we see both teams lining up there, of course Killala FC in yellow and blue, and Ballyglass in the red and white striped kit. Have for the next 80 minutes. Of course, this game being 40 minutes a half at under 16s level. As the coin toss is done and sides are chosen. Looks like they're going to stay as they are. And that is our possibly first person to come here today, as they are not going to stay at the end. There is going to be a side swap. Ballyglass captain Katie Gibbons leading her team. Good sprint from the Ballyglass goalkeeper there.
What do you think the advantages are to switching around? Is there any, what's the preference? Especially when there's no wind?
Just if there's no wind, there's no blinding sunshine. So maybe it's a psychological thing, make the other team uncomfortable if you have the opportunity to do so. As a goalkeeper, not a huge fan of it at all. I like to change goals. 200 the Marching Games referee, last second check. And kicking off are Killala in yellow and blue. Send a testing long ball, but it's well defended. Possession won by Aoife McHugh. Play it wide to Hannah Peacock. McHugh still in possession, dribbling on the left-hand side. Good ball carrying from McHugh. Gets an early ball into the box and there's half a chance. Still alive. First shot off.
Yeah, great start there from Ballyglass, straight on the attack. How about that pitch? Absolutely fantastic.
Could absolutely eat your dinner off it, Kevin. I was just waxing lyrical about the ground staff, stewards and volunteers who've made something like today happen. The fact that the pitch is in such a good condition, that 5 games can go on across the pitches today. Incredible. And it was good early play there between McHugh and Peacock down the left-hand side. And getting an early shot off. And the first corner of the game in the first minute going to be in swinging from number 5, Isabel Delaney. In swing, gets ahead to it. And went to the near post there, found the head of Katie Corcoran.
Yeah, very difficult there with the ball. Good connection, but very positive start from Ballyglass.
Really good with Ballyglass. And this is better for Killala, desperate to get out of their own half now. Good control from Queeve O'Donnell. Good 50-50 in midfield there, but again, McHugh down the left-hand side. Seems to be the outball they're looking for. And that's a really good play from Katie Corcoran down this left-hand side. Really still Corcoran down this left-hand side. Corcoran advancing. Oh!
That's a vital tackle at a vital time, and one you have to get right first time, especially inside the box. You don't want to be catching the ankle of the attacker there and giving away an early penalty, so very, very good defending from Killala.
Yeah, very impressive for that left-hand side play from Katie Corcoran. Looks like it's going to be, and her McHugh look like it's going to be really dangerous down that side. Killala looking to break now. Emma O'Boyle sends a long ball forward. The first interception made there by Michelle McHugh, first bit of action for the Ballyglass goalkeeper. And incredible to think at under 16s level that they sweep her keeper to that level. Again, at under 16s, when I played, I don't think the goalkeeper ever left his box. So just to get a glimpse of how football is advancing. As Ellen McLaughlin goes long. And a free kick awarded for a handball there.
Yeah, unfortunate there, just the bounce of the ball. Just caught her out there. It's going to be a dangerous free kick, dangerous position from Killala after being under serious pressure for the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, the first 3 minutes been mostly Ballyglass. There's an opportunity now for Queeve O'Donnell. Good angle for a left footer. Always very hesitant in these games to say outside of shooting range. If you could just get it in the mixer here, Queeve O'Donnell. Killala's number 10. Oh! And that is the first proper shot on target there. Good strike from O'Donnell, but well saved by McHugh in the end.
Yeah, it's important to get an early one on target as well, just a sizer as they call it, but well saved by the keeper. And I think she did the right thing as well by punching it away.
Yeah, I think so. Doesn't want to take any risks, but there's a chance here. The offside flag was up anyway, but Michelle McHugh looking very alert early on in the goal. Replay, O'Donnell free kick, good left footed strike on target. GAA football style. But good from Killala, weathered an early storm in the 3 minutes. They've responded well in the last 60 seconds. Through ball for Grace Hannick to deal with. So both goalkeepers called into action early here.
It's great technique on the free kick as well from that angle.
Really was. Apologies, I think that's Maeve Heffernan is a goal for Killala, number 12 and number 1.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what the system is here. We'll be rolling subs again. So as you've seen, our graphic at the start wasn't the actual starting 11, just more squads as players will be rotating on and off. 80 minutes is a long game.
Ellen McLaughlin now going down her left-hand side, well blocked by Maria Keane. Of course, you have 40 minutes and a half to take Evan across all these games and straight to penalties at full time, no extra time.
Love a penalty shootout.
Love a penalty shootout, yeah, be a big fan of scrapping the extra time. Ballyglass has some defending to do.
Yeah, extra time never really they're never really entertaining, I suppose, unless it's Man United against Leon.
Unless, yeah, that's the exception. So we'll try to hide our Man United bias throughout the day. Clipped ball in from Cueva Murphy, but just slightly overhit. Both teams trying to find their passing range. As we get a look at the chance there. Again, within the first 60 seconds, that in-swinging free kick, finding the head of Katie Corcoran. I said it was always stooping. And then the free kick from O'Donnell, testing McHugh.
Yeah, early indications early on from both teams of why they're actually in this final.
Yeah, you can tell the quality already. There's a little bit awkward back there for Ballyglass to deal with. They try to play from the back, and there's a lob!
Yeah, great effort there. A bit of uncertainty in the Ballyglass back line. And
yeah, very good technique there.
And it's hard to kind of tell from our angle whether it was going in or whether it was going wide. But I think Killala have recovered fairly well from that early Ballyglass pressure.
Definitely, yeah, a bit of a shaky start from Killala, but really growing into this game now. It's interesting to see a couple of chances coming from both teams trying to play out from the back. From open play, they're hesitant to hoof it if they go long for the goal kick. When the ball is in play, they seem to prefer to try and play it out from the back. There's a ball up front there. Ballyglass's Hannah Peacock again seems to be going towards that left-hand side. This is Katie Corcoran again now. Gives herself an awful lot to do, but she keeps it in. Pull back. Still alive. And they win the corner.
Yeah, she's been very dangerous since the start of the game. She looks to be the outplayer, the player who wants to get the ball and burst past that right back and get the ball into the box. She's gotten free there on a couple of occasions, and that'll be something that Killala will have to lock down.
Definitely, yeah, serious pace out there on that left-hand side. Ballyglass and Katie Corcoran look like a really dangerous outlet. It's the second corner of the game. Isabel Delaney again going to in-swing. Again near post. This time out of play. You can see it's nearly part of the game plan, and there's two corners aimed for the near post area. So maybe something from the training ground. But again, when it's something so specific like that, it doesn't come off.
Yeah, it's all about just getting that first touch there at the near post, and anything can happen. It can go straight into the back of the net, you can get a deflection, or it can go to one of your teammates waiting in the middle or the back post.
Again, the pace of this game early on, it's obviously the basketball game, both teams very quickly going end to end. Ballyglass just went from a corner to having to put the ball out for a throw in their own half. Throw taken by Kaylin Gow to Cueva O'Donnell. Ball ends up with a Ballyglass throw in their own half. Try and get out of here. 1-2 there. Ballyglass off to go long this time, looking for Hannah Peacock. Sends the ball down the right-hand side now to Ellen Flanagan. But again, swept up there by Killala's goalkeeper, Maeve Heffernan. Again, midfield, one back there by Adele Keane. Again, there's another long ball, but again, very well dealt with by Michelle McHugh. And her clearance, finds the left-hand side, no surprise, Katie Corcoran again backs herself for pace. That is incredible. The speed and control from Katie Corcoran there. And again, so direct, looking to get a cross or a pass in straight away.
Yeah, that seems to be a game plan of Ballyglass very early on. Get it out to Corcoran, get her to run at the defenders, and look to see that if you are closed down and there's no passes really on, try get that touch for a corner. That seems to be something they've obviously worked on.
Yeah, requiring double up defending. She's gone past Cooper Murphy, the number 2 at right back, and the centre back, number 4, Kate Lawler, stepping in to stop her. So when you're that kind of player who requires double attention like that, it frees up space in other parts of the pitch.
We are live on YouTube. If you are watching, be sure to tell us where you're watching from and who you're supporting. If you couldn't be here today, I'm going to be sure to give you a shout out on the streams for monitoring all comments.
Yeah, we're always interested. Oh, the through ball there, searching. Bit awkward between the defence and goalkeeper, but again, a few. But yeah, we love, Kevin, we love hearing where people are watching from, how far away is the stream reaching. We've got people from Thailand, Vietnam, America on previous occasions.
Yeah, we do get some people fibbing sometimes, but a lot of
they do, people want the record of furthest away. Chance here for Killala, searching strike there. And from Killala's number 9, Kaylin goal.
Very impressed with Hugh in goal for Ballyglass so far. She's been very decisive. No nervousness yet, taking the touch when she needs to, very decisive and punching the ball and coming out and playing that sweeper-keeper role that you're on about.
Yeah, so elite. As a goalkeeper myself, I'm always looking to see goalkeeper characteristics and traits the goalkeepers in these finals possess.
You've never mentioned you're a goalkeeper before.
They haven't. I mean, it's 10 and a half minutes in, Kevin, so that's a record. But yeah, really alert there, sweeper-keeper, so solid. And he's up the rock at the back so far. And definitely the busier of the two goalkeepers. But Maeve Heffernan looking alert for Killala as well. Again, there's a long ball on. Controlled. Oh, so unlucky there was Ballyglass's Holly Donovan. Swarmed by the Killala defence. And a headed through ball there. Again, McHugh. I think the ref's going to pull it back for a free kick there.
Yeah, I think there was just a late catch on the player there as she headed the ball through.
Yeah, really intelligent through ball with the head. But yeah, always running the risk of taking a bump or two. So hopefully the player okay there.
Yeah, taking no risks at this level.
Yeah, so good to see. It's one thing we've seen in the match programs, Kevin, along with the coaches and managers, that most teams have a physio listed as well. So it just shows how the game is growing. That they take that into account as well. Kind of gone are the days where you just send a sub on with the sponge. They've dedicated kind of fitness and health professionals involved in the team. So we get a look there at a chance from the opening 60 seconds. At header from Katie Corcoran. And the free kick from Queeve O'Donnell for Killala. Nearly sneaking in there, but well dealt with by Michelle McHugh. And that audacious lob. And yeah, the pressure's on. Who's going to be our first goal of the day? On this day of 5 games. Who can set the tone?
So 12 games over the next 2 days. If you were to guess how many go to penalties?
Oh, how many go to penalties? I'd say 3 1/4, 25% of the games.
I'm going to go for 2.
2. If you ever undermine me like that again, Kevin, on the stream.
Love a penalty shootout.
Yeah.
Very dramatic.
Well, ideally there'd be 12 shootouts, but
yeah, what we don't like from a coverage point of view is when it does go to extra time and then somebody scores a minute into
it's
extra
the worst.
time.
Like, you spend all of extra time preparing the penalty graphics and the red and green circles for scoring them.
Yeah.
It's good to see. That was number 9 there. Caitlin Go back on her feet. And she looks able to be set to continue. Which is good. You don't want to see anyone's final ended early here.
Yeah, this is a big pitch for these young players as well.
Yeah. Actually, a full length at under 16 level is tough. As number 8, Ella McLaughlin. Central free kick goes very long. It's an awkward bounce. And it's spilled by McHugh. But dealt with in the end. A very good ball there from McLaughlin in between centre half and keeper. So awkward to deal with. And both teams looking clever from set pieces. So got to be careful with giving each other free kicks in those positions. As McLaughlin picks it up again. A bit of space in midfield. It's a nice pass off. Really good turn there from Emma O'Boyle. Still O'Boyle with the strike. And it's in! Near post finish from Emma O'Boyle. Wow. And what a way to start the day with the first goal. And if that sets the tone for the goals we're going to see for the rest of the day, wow. An Aguero-esque finish from Emma O'Boyle.
Well, we're only 14 minutes in. We've had chances at both sides. It was hard to know who was going to break the deadlock, but what about this for a solo goal? Beats the player, and there is no keeper stopping it. Even McHugh, in fine form, is not stopping that. And a goal to remember there.
Definitely, wow. And yeah, incredible. What a way to start the day. And the gauntlet very much laid down. See if anyone can top that already. 14 minutes into the day, we might have our goal of the day. But as you said, there's no bonus points for style, so you take a scrappy tap in. But I'm sure when these players were dreaming of this game last night, they would have been dreaming of a goal like that. And a dream come true moment for Emma O'Boyle. With Ballyglass getting straight back into it. They had possession in the Killala part of the pitch. As they go long. Plenty of time left here. I was thinking, if you're going to concede, at least concede early. It doesn't change the game plan too much for either side. Still plenty of time left. And Ballyglass have looked good going forward. They look to play out from the back. And back there by Maria Keane. Hoofed away there. Caitlin goes long. Both teams just testing each other with longer, higher balls into the area. Awkward bouncing one to deal with there. Really good pressure applied by Holly Donovan. And it's going to be a Killala throw deep in their own portion of the pitch. It's going to be Ellen McLaughlin to take. Ellen McLaughlin, who got the assist for the opening goal. She's back to throwing duties, goes very long. Again, sent back in by Maria Keane. Good ball into the mixer, awkward to deal with. Caitlin Go tries to play out, gives it to Queeve O'Donnell. O'Donnell plays a clever pass, but again, McHugh so alert to those through balls. And good to see McHugh doesn't seem to be too shaken by conceding here. Playing her game as normal. Ballyglass back down their left-hand side. It'll be Ellen Joyce with the throw here. Good touch there. Cleve O'Donnell, really good control. Gets the pass off to her number 9 Caitlin Go. Really good play from Go. Oh, nearly an inch perfect pass. Just a bit awkward there. Maria Keane and McHugh. Well defended by Keane. Can only get it as far as Ellen McLaughlin. Ellen McLaughlin goes for goal. Just slightly off target there. And caught by Michelle McHugh.
Yeah, Killala really turning the screw now, looking for that second goal. The confidence that an early goal gives you. That you can go get more. They're going to be looking to double their leads.
Yeah, it's such an underrated aspect of the game. The psychological aspect. Obviously, such a physical sport. But just the psychology, a bit of confidence as they get down that left-hand side. No surprise. See Katie Gibbons, is she caught? And it's a penalty. Oh. And again, no surprise, Kevin. See, that was the pace of Katie Gibbons causing problems there. Or Katie Corcoran, apologies.
Yeah, it looks to be the correct decision here. She gets to the ball just before the defender. No complaints from the defender, as you can see as well. So out of nowhere, Ballyglass is looking to get back into this game. And yeah, we were talking about Corcoran on that left-hand wing, how she was causing all sorts of problems. And she looks like she's getting her team back into this game.
Yeah, just out of nothing. We talked about Killala returning the screw, looking for a second. And one pass and one dribble into the box. And it's going to be Isabel Delaney, set-piece specialist. Delaney saved! Incredible penalty save. And but
there's a handball.
There's a handball, incredible. The Grace Hannick, goalkeeper for Killala, saved the penalty, tried to chase it out of the box.
Yeah.
Her momentum just carried her out and gave away a handball on the edge of the box.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Her momentum took her out of the box. Same thing actually happened in the League Birmingham game we did last night, where the keeper actually came out to try to collect the ball and handle it outside the box. From a resulting free kick, there was a goal. So.
That is incredible. It's a penalty save, but immediately a free kick now. Dangerous area, very long, and it's in! What a goal! Wow!
I did call it.
You did call it. And very much it's that player Delaney made up for her penalty miss.
What a couple of seconds we were just after having. I'll have a quick look there at all those events in sequence.
Yeah, the penalty won by Katie Corcoran.
Yeah, definite penalty.
Definite penalty, yeah, Stonewall decision.
Look at the keeper there.
Yeah, good. The arms, the Emmy Martinez, the Delaney penalty saved. Then a super free kick into that far corner.
Keeper's going to be really disappointed with herself there after making the save.
Yeah.
And then obviously just a misjudged run to try and retrieve the ball. And it led to the free kick then, but you have to give it to Ballyglass. You know, after missing the penalty to whip that free kick into the top corner, and they're right back in this one.
Yeah, I didn't get a perfect look at it, but I think it was the same player who missed the penalty, scored the free kick, and it was the number 5. She's taking the corner, she took the penalty. I think it might have been her on the free kick. So a really incredible game from Isabel Delaney so far, from villain to hero in the space of 30 seconds.
How about this for an opening game?
Honestly, if you're the other teams playing today now, you're having the gauntlet has really been laid down for proper football, and 2 spectacular goals scored here so far.
Such a great angle as well. Reminds me of, I think it was the record-breaking goal that Wayne Rooney got against Stoke City for Man United. Kind of around that angle, and he just bent it into the top corner. But that's
it's as good a free kick as you're going to see anywhere at any level. You could have one of those you could tell the keeper I'm going to put it in that corner. And it's just you're not saving that really. It's a really good finish. Killala looking to get back into things here to Emma O'Boyle, goal scorer O'Boyle, feeding it to Queeve O'Donnell. But suddenly the Ballyglass have their tails up a bit. Looking to go down that left-hand side. And again, Katie Corcoran. Like trying to catch smoke when she gets going. And again, down that left-hand side is Corcoran. Still Corcoran. Gets the pass off. Opportunity to shoot. Oh, well held. Good effort there from Hannah Peacock. Good control in the box and a shot off. But well saved by Grace Hannock in goal.
I don't think we can keep up with all these highlights.
We need more commentators, Kevin. We need 4 or 5 of us here in the booth.
Yeah.
A good early shout of keepers there from Grace Hannock. And maybe just take a few seconds here on the ball.
Perfect conditions for a game.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, just perfect level of light. Not rainy, not windy. Nothing affecting the quality of football. Good interception there by Del Keane. I think just being a number 6 named Keane in midfield gives you a good power of interception. The true ball here, nearly a 2v1 situation. Holly Donovan and Katie Corcoran. Holly Donovan and Hannah Peacock up to link up. It's Donovan now battling away, stays in play. Space in the middle here now for Killala to go long. Looking for Katie to go. Chance here. Oh, what a trickle in! And it is in! And I think Queeve O'Donnell has restored the Killala lead. And again, end-to-end stuff, Kevin. The ball was in the Killala box 2 seconds ago, and then they're up the other end. And Queeve O'Donnell has slotted it home.
Yeah, from my first viewing, I thought it was offside, but we'll be able to see here. No, actually in line, good call from the linesman there. But taking nothing away. What a delightful little slot past the keeper. Keeper trying to do everything she can to make herself big by coming out. All you have to do in that situation is keep your composure, pick your spot. And Killala are back in front.
Yeah, and I played soccer with people for 20 years who've never mastered that skill, or it's never occurred to them. To go for that low finish when the keepers make themselves big. So at under 16s level, to have that wherewithal in a final, to have the composure to beat a very, very good goalkeeper in McHugh. Just incredible. I always think when watching these games, if they're this good at under 16s level, you know, what's the ceiling for these players?
What an advertisement for girls football.
Honestly, and there's never been a better time for the game. They saw the Irish women's team go to that World Cup in Australia a year or so ago. the likes of Katie McCabe and stuff. It's just a really, really good time for girls and women's soccer. And this is part of the reason why the quality out of them is incredible. Ballyglass again, looking for another equaliser. And again, no surprise, he's Katie Corcoran. And even when they just can't seem to catch her or stop her, until I said something about it. It was a good reception there by Isabel Trey. Queeve O'Donnell, goal scorer. Looks to go along there to find her sister.
I'll say some of the through balls by Killala from midfield up to their strikers has been phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, the needle stuff. And you think one pass, lucky hit, whatever. This is consistently putting them into very dangerous areas between centre half and keeper. And if not for some good keeping by Ballyglass keeper McHugh, there'll be a lot more chances coming Killala's way. Good defending there by Ballyglass captain Katie Gibbons, opting to put the ball out of play.
Yeah, good call from the linesman as well on that previous one. It looked very tight from where we were initially. I thought it might have been offside, but on the replay you could see that the player was in line, so good call from the linesman.
Yeah, I was talking before the game, Kevin, about how brilliant it is to have a referee along with the extra officials in the form of the linesmen to know on an occasion like this. You just stand a better chance to get those tight calls right, which is better for the officials and better for the players out there as well.
Yeah, very difficult for referees to call offsides from near the centre circle.
Yeah.
No depth of field, really.
No, very tough to be in, and obviously there's no game without the referees. So it's such a vital part of schoolboys and schoolgirls soccer. Possibly an underappreciated job a lot of the time, but brilliant of the referee for finals on occasions like this to be helped out by the linesmen.
How about these facilities here? You can't see it on camera, so we have two grass pitches here, which the game is going to be on, but we also have some Astro pitches behind us as well. I've never been to this club, but the facilities here are unbelievable.
Yeah, really impressive. I was talking about that, the amount of stewards and volunteers involved in getting the place set up and running this place all year round. It's a huge, huge credit to them, these facilities, and delighted to be up here. And yeah, a location befitting an occasion like this. Ballyglass looking to get forward again, edge of the box. Scoop pass through, awkward to deal with. And just put out there by Eva Hannick.
This is more of a feeling of a cup final than a shield final.
Really the quality on display is incredible.
Just the passes, the connections, the 1-2s, the through balls. The players seem to be on the same wavelength. It's great to watch.
Very impressive quality-wise. Goal scorer and set-piece specialist Isabel Delaney stands over the corner. She scored her last set-piece, the free kick. She whips it in again towards the near post, pushed away by Hannick, still alive in the box. And Killala clear their lines, opportunity to counter. Good control there by O'Donnell, confident goal scorer. She tries to feed Caitlin Goff. Still with Goff. Still with Goff. Gets it off to Ella McLaughlin. McLaughlin, lovely turn. Keeps possession, gets the ball into a nice area. But well gathered by McHugh. As referee pauses proceedings to have a look at Ellen Joyce. And an excuse for us to have a look at the goals. Brilliant turn and pace there by Emma O'Boyle.
And what a finish. Yeah, Aguero, like as you were saying.
Yeah. Just agree. Yeah, a lot of people are taught to go far post. But speaking of going far post, that's the benefit of doing that as well. The incredible finish there. I think that was the number 5, Isabel Delaney with the equaliser. But not for long. As Queeve O'Donnell, again, lovely trickle glow finish to restore the lead for Killala. And yeah, 3 really good goals scored so far. Looks like Ellen Joyce possibly going off to receive some treatment for her injury. Referee going to proceed with a dropped ball for the keeper to pick back up. And we're going to see our first substitution of the day. Ellen Joyce goes off. Hopefully nothing too serious for her. She did a very good solid game this opening 28.5 minutes. I also think there should be a rule where subs have to jog on backwards so commentators can see exactly who has come on.
Yeah. Just if you're tuning in, you're looking for the 12 o'clock game, the under-14 Boys Shield, Boyle Celtic against Westport United. That stream will be going live in about 15 minutes on this channel. So, all the pitch 2 games.
Chance here now. And Katie Corcoran stings the palms of Hanning. But well dealt with, both keepers very busy so far in this game. Hanning goes long. That's the number 15, of course, came on Emily Burke, the first sub we've seen today. Picked up here now by Aoife McHugh.
Yeah, we don't have the expected goals graphic, but I'd imagine it'll be quite a lot.
Yeah, we can make it up. What does it feel like? It feels like it's been high.
Yeah. Sometimes it feels like they're making it up on TV. So.
It does, yeah, exactly. A little look behind the glass here, people. Again, Ballyglass forcing some awkward defending. So good when they get forward. Killala really good at squeezing that defence. The throw taken by Ellen McLaughlin, assister for one of the goals. I think she got the assist. She isn't the sister, as far as I can tell. Although there might be sisters in the team. I think Eva Hanning, number 3, and Grace Hanning won the goalkeeping for Killala. And it's Katie Corcoran now on the right-hand side. Still Corcoran. And again, really good interception there by Eva Hanning.
Yeah, it seems like she was being smothered too much on that left-hand side, so she's done the sneaky thing and ran across the other side of the pitch hole.
So yeah, really intelligent wing play from Katie Corcoran, and wherever she pops up she's going to be dangerous as the ball just goes out of play there. Aoife McHugh, again that could also be a possible sister combination. Aoife McHugh and Michelle McHugh for Ballyglass FC, and there's 2 people named Hanning in the Killala team, so there could be sisters among these teams. As Hanning goes long, again so good at intercepting those long balls are Ballyglass. Good job by Maria Keane there. The ball back with right back Maria Keane. Good interception by Aoife Finnerty. First touch of the ball there for Emily Burke. I think that's the first look at possibly slowing things down there from Michelle McHugh. Opting to take a couple of extra touches before picking the ball up. That's a great touch from Emily Burke. Plucking the ball out of the air, that's not a bad start to a sub-appearance in the Shield final. Mopped up at the back there by Adele Keane. Ball going to stay in play. And sent very long. Awkward between defence and goalkeeper again. Grace Hanning alive. Maria Keane cleaning up. Only back as far as Emma McLaughlin, who has an assist in the Shield final so far. So good at those balls into the feet. Oh, what a turn! Oh! Possibly an adrenaline rush there after a superb turn from goal scorer Quivo O'Donnell. Unfortunately, didn't have the shot to match it. There was half-hearted claims for a corner. But you know, I think when you've done the turn like that, you're entitled to take a shot.
Oh, you are. The old Cruyff turn.
The old Cruyff turn. Trying to see if I can justify calling her Cruyff O'Donnell instead of Quivo O'Donnell. If she scored it, maybe I had more license to get away with it. But yeah, so impressive. That front line, like O'Donnell and O'Boyle, the 2 up front for Killala, both goal scorers. So impressive. Ball hooked. Very wide by Emma O'Boyle.
Yeah, this seems to be the first time we've really been able to catch a breath, or there's maybe a bit of a lull in the game where a lot of energy has been expended up until this point with the 3 goals and all of the chances in between.
Yeah, it's been a blistering 32 minutes plus here. And yeah, breathless for us on commentary. I can imagine actually being out there involved in the game. You'd wonder if either side got a goal just before half-time now, the Killala to take a 2-goal lead, or Ballyglass to go in level. The psychological advantage that would have for either side. Great dribbling here from McLaughlin, straight from distance. Really good technique, but well held by McHugh.
Yeah, McLaughlin has been really, really impressive in this first half. Whenever she picks up the ball, driving towards goal, picking out vital passes, and starting to have a couple of shots herself.
Yeah, proper number 8 midfielder. Throw down the left-hand side now. Emily Burke is going to take it. Space on the left-hand side. So they go long into the box. Just awful for Killala now. Maybe they know there's 6 minutes before half time to swipe at things just a little bit more. Adele Keane comes over to take the throw. She finds Peacock. Puts it into the box. Oh, it was an awkward one for the keeper to deal with. Thought maybe he might have taken a touch. Goal kick awarded. Grace Hanning has had a lively start to her game, had a lot of shots and sweeps to deal with. Also saved the penalty. Then gave away the free kick that led to the goal. She's had a very good game so far.
Just with the penalty save, the waving of the arms and jumping side to side before the penalty save, is that something you do, and does it work?
It is something I do. Doesn't seem to work as well for me as it did there for Hanning, so I might see tips from her. But anything you can do to cause a momentary distraction or just show the opposition off the game just a little bit. That's why those are marginal games. And you see how effective the likes of Emmy Martinez for Argentina won the World Cup based on the penalty line antics.
Yeah.
So not to everyone's cup of tea, but if it works, it works. And it certainly worked there for Grace Hanning. Hanning again, looking to go long from the goal kick. Again, very well read. And intercepted by Katie Corcoran, who wins another free kick. And Katie Corcoran, one of those players who I imagine just takes her kicks and fouls all day long, but knows it's worth it if she can gain good territory for her team. She's certainly done so here. It's going to be Emily Burke now. But most of the set pieces so far for Ballyglass taken by Isabel Delaney. But a free kick won here now by Katie Corcoran, and be taken by Emily Burke, the substitute. Can she grab Ballyglass's second equaliser of the day? They score from one free kick. Can they score from another? Emily Burke, left-footed strike near post. Just agonisingly wide there. The idea was good. They tried to go near post there. As Grace Hanning does slow things down just a little bit. Maybe very aware of the fact it was about 3.5 minutes to half time. Of course, at under 16s level, it is 40 minutes a half. Goal kick taken, but again, Ballyglass find a way to intercept those goal kicks. Ball goes out for Killala throw deep in their own half. They try to get out now. But it's been good increased pressure from Ballyglass. Ellen Flanagan. Good battling here. Really good battling between Flanagan and McLaughlin. And Aoife Finnerty. Strong play by Finnerty, but McLaughlin again. Again, just had an idea for a through ball there. Didn't come off on that occasion. As McHugh looks to go long, as the ball beyond halfway line. Katie Corcoran in the live wire for this Ballyglass team gets it forward to Katie Peacock. Again, well cleared by Kate Lawler. Kate Lawler so effective back there, playing centre back, well able to help out her full back as well. And about 2.5 minutes to go before half time. It's been increased pressure by Ballyglass, chasing an equaliser. Adele Keane going to take the throw here. Looking for her number 8, Aoife McHugh.
Yeah, you just can't call this game out the minute. I know Killala are 2-1 up. They've had plenty of chances, but so Ballyglass.
Yeah, it's been so evenly matched. So evenly matched. No team really putting a stranglehold on the game yet. Looking like two really well-suited teams to each other. Two teams that play really good football. So it's making for a really intriguing Shield final. Grace Hanning looking to go long from the goal kick. Gets it out wide. Looking for McLaughlin. McLaughlin Awkward one to deal with. It's in there for a throw. We meet Maria Keane now. 90 seconds to half time. Maybe a little bit extra for injuries. And just getting the first proper look at the crowds around the place, Kevin. And huge attendance here today.
There is, and Westport put on a bit of a spread as well. You can't see it, it's off camera. But there's a shop here, they're doing kind of hot food, teas and coffees, and keeping everybody filled up for the day.
We're going to shot from distance, dealt with by Hannick. Both teams are struggling to get a foothold as we head towards the second half. Again, Hugh going to intercept there. Hugh goes long. He's well read there. Good touch by McLaughlin. McLaughlin with space to drive. Tries to get the pass off. Is there a foul? Ref says no.
You get the feeling if Killala are going to get another goal, McLaughlin's going to be directly involved. She's getting on the ball an awful lot.
Yeah, real talisman in midfield is McLaughlin. No surprise she has an assist already for the opening goal.
It's going to be a good opportunity as well in a couple of minutes, just for the coaches to get them back in, just to reset everybody to get a bit of a rest.
Yeah, this game has been played at a frantic pace, and good battling between the two number 7s there, Finnerty and McHugh. Finnerty judged to be the victim there in that tussle.
Yeah, just looking at the rest of the linesmen, a young crew they have there, which is great to see. Great to see younger people getting involved in the officiating part of the game. It's a tough job.
Yeah, very much the unsung heroes here, as McLaughlin with a ball into injury time here in the first half. It's a teasing ball towards the back post. Well dealt with initially. They go long. Again, Hugh's going to deal with that. But yeah, good young official crew out here today. Yeah, brilliant to see that the next generation of officials in good hands. There's an opportunity here now with Katie Peacock. Nearly awkward back there for Killala to deal with. Ballyglass desperate to grab Nicola before half time. Good battling by Flanagan. Picked up there by Katie Corcoran. Corcoran, she's lined up a shot, gets a toe poke shot off. Well held by Hannick, that was spilled. A rebound very much was on the cards. Hannick now is trying to tick things over till half time. It was 40 minutes a half, so we are in injury time. There's been a couple of stoppages. Kaylin Goff there, linking up with McLaughlin. Maybe just happy enough to get to half time now with 2-1. McLaughlin with her sleeves rolled up, no surprise to see. A very sleeves rolled up performance. Tick into the second minute of stoppage time here. Not too much longer to go. Trogan taken by Maria Keane on his right hand side. And a little bit more territory gained. Katie Corcoran takes charge of the throw. Corcoran hooks it into the box. Again, good defending, solid out from Killala. They're not giving too much away here, but again, Katie Corcoran. Oh, lovely deft touch from Corcoran. Desperate to clear their lines. And dangerous moments there for Killala. Corcoran leading the charge, linking up at Holly Donovan. Grace Hannick very relieved to find the ball land in her hands there. Maria Keane moving from full back into midfield. I thought that was the whistle for half time. It is going to be a free kick in their own half. It's going to be Isabel Delaney, very much the set piece specialist. Opportunity to go long here, maybe the last attack of the first half, gets to the edge of the box. Still alive here. Ballyglass is Edel Keane chasing it. And a blistering, frantic first half comes to an end. Killala 2, Ballyglass 1 at half time in this under-16s Girls' Shield final. And Kevin, that has flown by.
Yeah, flown by. What a game to open this weekend. Quality goals on both sides, quality chances, and just general quality play as well. These weren't lucky goals, these weren't out of nowhere. You can see the patterns of play for each side, you can see the individual quality players, and as a collective, the reason the teams have gotten this far and gotten to this final. It's been an absolutely quality first half, and we're going to talk about the second half.
back for the second half of this under-16s Girls' Shield final, which can only be described as a frantic and frenetically impressive first half. I think the biggest compliment I could pay Kevin is that I didn't want it to end, and luckily half-time has flown by, and we are set for a very exciting second half.
Yeah, what a first half we had there. Great advertisement, not only for underage football, for girls football, just on leagues and so on in the last few years. Like the Game Cup last year, of course, where we had the all-female officiating team in the final as well. A quality game that was slightly winning that final.
Yeah, so impressive all around the players, the management, the officials, everything. Like the women girls game is growing exponentially. It's brilliant to see. As Ballyglass to go back into this game, searching for an equaliser, they get an early strike. Oh, it's in! Number 10, Holly Donovan, in the opening minutes of this second half. Absolutely incredible equaliser there. A chance created nearly out of nothing.
What was said at half-time?
Definitely had their Weetabix.
40 seconds in, and what about a finish? That keeper had absolutely no chance. And when you're in that position, that's what they tell you to do. They tell you to go across the keeper, keep it low, and you've got every chance. And all of a sudden, we're level again.
Yeah, I know people talk about top bins finishes, which bottom bins, which is as impressive. And he had incredible, like I said, the half-time team talk for coaches around the corner. And must have been some serious motivation going on there. But no surprise to see Ballyglass started the first half incredibly well. But now they started the second half with a goal to make it count. And just like that, we said it during the first half, even one team leading, no team really on top. And then no surprise to see them level again so quickly.
Yeah, absolutely perfect response. If you're the Ballyglass management team, that's exactly what you wanted to see. If you're the Killala manager, that's exactly what you would have been warning at half-time, is that is entirely possible. There's only one goal in it, the next goal is so important. And now the Ballyglass has got a game on hands.
Yeah, very strong, psychologically strong. The Ballyglass side, it's the second time they've come behind in this game. They've come flying out of the trap in the second half. Free kick now in dangerous territory. They'll be looking to lead for the first time in this game. They scored one free kick already in this game, Ballyglass. It's going to be that set piece specialist, Delaney, goal scorer from earlier in the game. I think she's done well to make sure she's a goal scorer and not penalty misser. Going for a free kick. So, within, say, 20 seconds of the penalty, scored an incredible free kick. So again, really good resilience by her. And doesn't look like the favourite's the right footer. So you can quote me on that, and Delaney scores. She stands over it, Delaney. It's high looping. And forces the save from Hannick. And just what an opening 3 minutes from Ballyglass here. They are swarming this Killala team.
Yeah, definitely whatever's gone on at half-time here, they've come out, they've had a little bit of a rest. We were commenting on maybe last 5 or 7 minutes in the first half, maybe the intensity of the game got to a few of the players and they needed that bit of a rest. It seems that rest has done wonders for Ballyglass.
Yeah, really impressive start. Delaney again, top of the ears in the corner. Delaney in swinger, into a central area on the penalty spot, works his way to the back post. Going to be chased by Emily Burke. Plays it back to her number 7, Lynn McHugh. Killala is going to be desperate to get out of their own half at this stage. Desperate to get players like McLaughlin on the ball again. To go long. And again, well intercepted by McHugh. Incredible interception number from McHugh so far in this game. And it makes such a difference when you have a goalkeeper like that come out of the box and help out their defence. The ball deep in their own half, working their way towards the halfway line. Ethan McHugh again. Oh, lovely bit of skill from Ethan McHugh. So he's on the ball again. It's actually Emily Burke, sorry. He can pull back into centre base. Again, no surprise to Katie Corcoran looking to get on the ball. There. Long ball in. Well intercepted by Hannick. Hannick who's opted for the goalkeeper cap in the second half. sun should set tonight just a little bit. Goalkeepers will return to vision, not impaired.
We check the weather as we always do for the equipment we have out. It says less than 5% chance of rain.
Nice to see a long shot. Good control. Nearly a lovely turn there from Emily Burke. She's looking very cool in the post. It's coming down as a sub. Interaction there between the players and the crowd. Very much a community game, good community spirit up here at Westport pitches. Ballyglass is their first bit of defending to do. McHugh, yeah, Corner taking quickly opportunity, not quite there. McHugh found herself with no personal plan. The first quarter of the game for Killala, or for the second half. Left-footed, Cleve O'Donnell. Incredible, like stuff you wouldn't see in Allen level. I saw for set piece before. Left-footed in switcher. Hook, very back, ball off the bar. Stays in play. What a delivery that was from the goal scorer O'Donnell. Opportunity there for Maria Keane. Get her team up on pitch. Ballyglass right back. Oh, lovely turn there from Hannah Cack. To get her team going on the counter-attack. Gets it up to the goal scorer, Holly Donovan. Defending well, Katie Corcoran, she's popping up everywhere. Likes to appear wherever she wants to do damage. Strong challenge there from Emily Burke. On Mary Duffy. Possibly overzealous from Burke. But no, it's only going to be a throw for Killala. Ballyglass doing a good job keeping the ball in the Killala part of the pitch. It's an awkward ball, but really well dealt with by Hannick. Such safe hands. Back there, Maria Keane dribbling backwards in the wrong direction. She knew what she was doing. Really good defending there. McLaughlin looking to get on the ball for Killala. They need more of that in the second half. Killala, lovely bit of play there from Caitlin Go. Again, McLaughlin, lovely turn, but well won back. Looking to go long into the feet of Hannah Peacock. But really good defending from Killala. Both teams so strong and so quick to make the press. Not giving each other a moment to breathe. Katie Corcoran looking to dribble. Katie Corcoran goes past two. Still Corcoran. Corcoran maintains possession. Oh, does she buy a foul again? Referee saying the ball was got, but a really incredible run there and bit of possession from Katie Corcoran, who's looked a real live wire for this Ballyglass side. She beat two players there. Thought she'd possibly won a free kick. And looks like she has in fact won that free kick. I was trying to see was it a free kick or a corner awarded. But from the ref position there, yeah, really impressive play by Corcoran, who's won, I'd say, 4 or 5 fouls in dangerous positions, including winning a penalty. And this angle, not very different at all from the angle they got their goal from in the first half, Ballyglass. And again, it's that number 5 set piece specialist, Isabel Delaney. She went far post last time. Is the near post opening up? It's going to be Delaney for Ballyglass. Delaney to the back post, finds the head. Oh! And centimetres away there. What a delivery from Delaney. Finding the head of her teammate, who maybe just got slightly under the ball. But again, Delaney, such impressive at that age to have that control of your delivery and that composure to stand over a dead ball. Incredible. And playing it in the back just doesn't quite work there. Bit of a mix-up. Hannick and Duffy. Throw taken quickly. Peacock to Corcoran. Corcoran and Peacock teaming up. Good ball into the box. Dangerous area. Slice clearance. Ballyglass so determined in the second half. not giving Killala a moment to breathe. As McLaughlin is back there defending against Corcoran. McLaughlin, she'd much rather be on the ball in a more advanced portion of the pitch. She'd be one of those difference makers. She has an assist in the Shield final. Out there to Adele Keane. Tries to swing one in. There's a strike from distance. Rory Keane's a speculative effort. Might as well as a good angle for the right footer. And looking at the ball like that, get into a dangerous area. A high ball catcher to keeper. Grace Hanning. Been the busier of the two goalkeepers in the second half. She takes her time to find her spot for the goal kick. Just giving her team a little breather. She looks to play it out wide, but intercepted by Aoife McHugh. The ball pinballing around midfield a little bit there. Marie Keane again hooks it. Ball forward, looking to feed Aoife McHugh. Defended by Emma O'Boyle. Back to Ellen Flanagan. Oh, lovely from Flanagan. Can she make it? Good challenge there between Flanagan and Finnerty. Ref says play on there. Good strong challenges being put in. Neither side really able to get a foothold on it. A couple of speculative on balls being put in. But some really resolute defending from Killala. Able to get the ball forward. They have their number 9 Kickoff. Killala, the ball in the Ballyglass part of the pitch. They'll be very glad of that. As McLaughlin takes the throw. Looks to feed Phoebe O'Donnell. Goal scorer from the first half. Still O'Donnell. Still O'Donnell down his right hand side. Can she win a corner? Keeps it alive. Ballyglass defending very well. Emily Burke loses sight of it but regains possession. Chased all the way by McLaughlin. Really good running by Burke. Still Burke. Just running out of room. Impressive, strong running there from Burke. Adele Keane forced to put the ball out of play. Slightly better from Killala. It's been an awkward 12 minutes for them in the second half. Throw to be taken by Isabel Trait. Side number 5 there, Mary Duffy. McLaughlin up for the header. O'Boyle up for the header. There, one back. Burke sends it forward. Not able to meaningful hold on this game, but it's really good play there from Caitlin Goff. Two goal scorers. Oh, it's McLaughlin with the chance. Oh, it clips the post. And we said it that it's going to be a difference maker in this final. That it could be Ella McLaughlin had a lot of defensive duties to do in the second half so far. We were saying she wanted the ball in more advanced areas of the pitch and just showing what she can do there. Not much going on, but she gets a shot off and clips the outside of the post. She wins the header there. Just a reminder that Ballyglass, they've had a great start to the second half, but they are only level. And Ella McLaughlin really trying to spear. She's hounded out of it by Killala defence. Good turn. Tries to send it forward. Going for a throw. Throw going Ballyglass's way. In the Killala third of the pitch. Good throw there from Peacock into McHugh. Still McHugh. McHugh at a good angle. Oh! McHugh went for that cute toe poke finish at the near post. Could only find the side netting. But in the space of a minute, we've had Killala hit the post and Ballyglass hit just the side netting. Both teams really starting to flex their muscle a little bit here. Good kick intercepted. Goes out for a throw. Good communication there between linesman and referee. Throw going to be taken by McLaughlin. Or possibly not. She gives it off to her number 5, Mary Duffy. McLaughlin wants it to feet. Ends up with Aoife Finnerty. Good play from Finnerty. Gets it into O'Donnell. And it's the O'Donnell and O'Boyle link up, the 2 goal scorers in the first half. That's what Killala need more of in the second half. McLaughlin, cute clipped pass out this left hand side, but gathered all the way by McHugh. Yeah, 2 very evenly matched teams here. And again, no surprise to see Katie Corcoran on the ball. We've seen her pop up left, right, and central. Apologies, that was Ellen Flanagan. Also been very industrious on her right hand side. Gained good yards for her team so far. Hooked ball in from Killala into a good area, but no one there. And McHugh can gather. Good advanced position from McHugh all game long. Can only send the ball as far as Finnerty. Finnerty just possessed fairly as Katie Corcoran goes long. Eva Hannick able to deal with it. And the player has stayed down there. Didn't quite catch the incident there. Hopefully the player okay. Looks like it is Aoife Finnerty, looking worse for wear at the moment. Number 7 for Killala. Again, an opening 17 minutes in the second half that has flown by. Physio going to come on and check on their number 7, Aoife Finnerty. Looks in a little bit of discomfort there. Hopefully it doesn't look like anything too serious. Maybe something that just needs a spray or a bandage. But it gives the players an opportunity to regroup. As we get a look at the number 10, Caoimhe O'Donnell of Killala, seems to be nearly involved in the team talk, being held by Ballyglass, between goalkeeper, midfield and defence. Wonder if she's gleaning anything from that. Maybe they're having more of a social interaction. Caoimhe O'Donnell is right there to pick up on any game plan tips. As Aoife Finnerty just going to make her way off the pitch there. Good to see her walking under her own stead. And as you can see, she already had the knee bandage on. And looks like play is going to resume, but I don't think they're going to be obligated to give the ball to the goalkeeper. Killala, I think they're going to be able to maintain possession here at the drop ball. And Killala have to touch it first before it can be contested. And it's going to be McLaughlin. Suspense is killing us. McLaughlin, oh, goes past. Still McLaughlin, gets the shot off. Really, really good play from McLaughlin there. That'd have been nice. I don't think I've ever seen a goal scored after a drop ball before. But really impressive, intelligent play from McLaughlin. Just trying to get Killala to regain a foothold on this game. But it's McHugh now for Ballyglass. Good play from McHugh. Gives it to Burke. Burke using her weaker right foot there. McLaughlin again. Gets the ball to feet of her forwards. And it's Emma O'Boyle, goal scorer. She's dispossessed. Really good play there again from Katie Corcoran. The only way they found to stop her so far really seems to be by fouling. And Hannah Peacock has looked so dangerous. Really good from Peacock. And it's a throw in a dangerous area. Hannah Peacock, will she look for Katie Corcoran? They've been the link up so far. Gives it to her number 8, Aoife McHugh. Awkward one to deal with there. Can only send it out for a goal kick. And Grace Hannick moving slightly quicker there. Maybe she wants to get the play underway faster than she previously has. Puts the ball down looking for a spot as we tick towards the hour mark. Unbelievably how fast the opening 20 minutes have gone. And of course at under 16s level it is 40 minutes a half. So at 80 minutes time will be up and it will be straight to penalties. No extra time or golden goal. As we can see, the conditions just taking a slight change there in the last couple of minutes. The sun momentarily has gone behind the clouds and the rain is starting to come down just a bit. And that'll be something else for the players to contend with, is that pitch surface becoming a little bit slicker. And slips and falls in such a close game like this, could they be the deciding factor? Who can handle this changing conditions the best, or who can benefit from it? Good strong battling, shoulder to shoulder at the moment, defence and attack. Killala trying to attack it, a lovely Megs there, does Emma O'Boyle. Ballyglass defend very well and they get it forward. It's Hannah Peacock still Hannah Peacock. They get forward to Emma O'Boyle, goal scorer Emma O'Boyle. Had a lovely goal in that first half. She'd love to get one in the second. Really good play by McHugh there in goal for Ballyglass. Good communication between her and her defence. Nearly one back there in a dangerous area by Killala. See McLaughlin on the ball again. Pops it out to her fullback. Here's Quiva Murphy sending the ball long, but McHugh will deal with those all day. And McHugh looks to go down this right hand side. Good idea for the flick. But again, Quiva Murphy. Ellen Flanagan goes past her after some initially good defending. Still Flanagan. Flanagan with space. Could she get a cross in? Flanagan gets a cross in, but really good defended by Kate Lawler. And they're desperate to get a forward, Killala, but just can't seem to make it stick to their forward players. It's Hannah Peacock down this left-hand side. In swinging delivery. Gets it to Katie Corcoran. Still Corcoran. Corcoran! Oh! Ain't that clipped the post and stayed in. Really good play there from Peacock and Corcoran. They've been devastating when they've linked up like that. Katie Corcoran has had such a good game. Won a penalty in the first half. There's one freeze in dangerous positions. And she'd love a goal or an assist to go along with that good play. But agonisingly close there from Corcoran. As Quiva O'Donnell gets an opportunity to stretch her legs. Emily Burke sends it long. A possibility of offside there anyway. Well gathered by Hannick, who goes long. Ballyglass looking to play backwards. Dispossesses McLaughlin, the engine in midfield for Killala, as it gives Emma O'Boyle an opportunity to run at the keeper. So Donald versus McHugh, or so Boyle versus McHugh. And some very confident goalkeeping there from McHugh, but great running by O'Boyle. And it's going to be a left-footed delivery from Quiva O'Donnell. Her last corner, she actually clipped the bar directly. Can she get this one on target? Force a save or create a chance? It's a lovely delivery to the back post. Pinpoint delivery from the number 10, Quiva O'Donnell. Another goal scorer from the first half. And a superb delivery to the back post there, but just couldn't direct the header on target. As Delaney goes long from the goal kick. Quiva Murphy deals with it. Gives it to Maeve Heffernan. Maeve Heffernan has come on as a sub. And battling there between Isabel Trait and Maria Keane. Throw now for Ballyglass's Maria Keane. Ball now with Aoife McHugh. Really good play by Aoife McHugh. Looks to release Hannah Peacock down that left-hand side. Race was on, but really nicely mopped up there by Kate Lawler. Such great pace back there Kate Lawler has. Number of interceptions made by her covering those wide positions. And up against a really fast, tough front line. She's held her own.
And that less than 5% chance of rain. It's here.
It's here, yeah. Maybe they meant less than 5% chance it won't rain. Just explaining to the viewers the slight change in conditions at the moment. That was quite sunny and dry at the start of the game. But conditions changed slightly, so something for them to contend with. The ball will move a little bit faster on a slicker pitch. And in a game this close, could it be a slip or a fall? that makes all the difference as Emily Burke gets onto her left foot, clips it into the back post. Just slightly overhit there.
I've been reliably informed by one of my camera operators that the rain is gone and it's not coming back for 2 days. So
well, that's his job on the line, Kevin. If he's guaranteed no rain for 2 days.
He is the closest to the sky.
He is the closest to the sky. Our man in the sky. There's a goal kick here now for Grace Hannick. The 25 minutes of the second half have absolutely flown by. There are chances at both ends, but it remains level. And 4 really good goals have us at 2-2 here as Emily Burke intercepts the goal kick. Burke out to Katie Corcoran, clips it to Hannah Peacock. Tries to flick it forward. 6s and 7s slightly back there for Killala. As Aoife McHugh sends it forward, but Grace Hannick will let that go out of play for a goal kick.
It's got penalties written all over it. It's the only fair way.
I think so. I think you could nearly call it now. They have been incredibly evenly matched. And with the quality of goals we've seen so far, Kevin, you wonder how good the penalties are going to be.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Katie Corcoran intercepts the goal kick, and it's that Corcoran-Peacock link-up. It's been so effective, but again, Kate Lawler taking matters into her own hands back there. And both teams have looked dangerous from set pieces. Really good high chance creation. Yeah, and Isabel Delaney really getting her steps in. She's playing centre back, but she's up for every set piece in the opposition half of the pitch. Free kicks, penalties, corners. So very much covering a lot of kilometres is Isabel Delaney, and she scored a free kick earlier in the game. Lovely free kick into the back post, and she created a couple of chances from her set piece deliveries. Looking for something similar here. Players lined up in the box for her to aim for. Goes to that near post again. But Lawler says, "You shall not pass." Again, Delaney going to commandeer this set piece. Again, another in-swinging delivery. And it's in! Of all the deliveries, we're eventually going to pay off. And pinpoint accuracy from Delaney there. And it seems to be Katie Corcoran. We've talked about how good her football has been all game. Her pace and her skill. But it might have been her head got her team ahead there.
Well, she had a chance early on in the game from one of the first corners, and she put it wide, and she made absolutely no mistake here. We were talking about the set-piece deliveries into the box, and what about this for a delivery just to the near post? She rises above everybody else. The keeper doesn't have a chance. All of the Killala defenders are standing watching in amazement, and Ballyglass, after being 2-1 down at half-time, are 13 minutes and stoppages away from being crowned the under-16 Shield champions. Yeah, incredible response in the second half from Ballyglass. But yeah, really superb delivery from Delaney, as they have been all game, and really good positioning from Katie Corcoran. And yeah, Katie Corcoran may be one of the tallest players out there on the pitch, and she made that height count. But yeah, huge credit to the coaching staff of Ballyglass, whatever they said at half-time, and the emphasis they've placed on the importance of set pieces. Obviously coming to the fore there. And for the first time in this game, Killala find themselves behind. They've been 1-0 up, they've had it at 1-1, they've been 2-1 up, they've had it at 2-2, and for the first time find themselves behind, now 3-2. And we talked about the mental resilience and the strength of this Ballyglass team to keep coming from behind. Be interesting to see now if Killala can do the same. The ball is going to be brought back here. There's a superb in-swinging delivery, as it has been all game, and hardly had to jump, did Katie Corcoran. The ball was right at her, just had to direct her head and neck goalwards, and just a really impressive finish there. And it's great in a game that's been 3-2. All 5 goals have been of really, really high quality, and different styles of finishes, but very impressive all round from both teams. Yeah, there's a serious highlights reel to be made out of this anyway. As just an update from the other pitch, Boyle Celtic against Westport United. That is still 0-0 with 25 minutes gone. Boyle Celtic, of course, the visitors, coming all the way from Roscommon to be here in this Connacht final, taking on Westport United. Boyle Celtic, the designated home team, despite coming from afar. Westport United is a designated away team.
in what will very much feel like a home game, I'm sure. And as these two Mayo teams, Killala FC and Ballyglass FC, battle it out. Advantage Ballyglass at the moment. The ball is hooked in, awkward to deal with.
It's all about game management from here on out for Ballyglass. It's, do you go and try get another goal, or do you sit on what you have and try to protect it and try to be defensive?
Yeah, this is where the coaches are in their corner as well now, and it's obviously a very intelligent coaching staff they have. I'm sure that have talked about what to do if they are in this position. It's Emily Burke, jinks and jives. Looks to feed Hannah Peacock. Is she onside? Against that substitute number 12, Maeve Heffernan.
Probably delayed the pass just a little bit too long there. The pass was on.
Yeah, maybe tired legs and tired minds out there. You know, if you're in that position in the first half, if the pass made a little bit quicker.
Yeah, it's all up to the players from here on out. It's not like American football, you know, after every play where you can get in and talk to the management and see what they want to do. At this stage, you're very much on your own in terms of game management. There's only instructions can only be shouted from the sideline. It's up to the players really to see it on out from here.
Yeah, and it will be varying game plans. The Killala game plan is very much we have to go for it. Try to get more shots on target. Killala looked, oh, lovely touch there from Quiva O'Donnell. Her goal must feel like a lifetime ago now as Katie Corcoran advances again. It's Corcoran versus Eva Hannick. Hannick winning on that occasion. It's going to be Maria Keane, who hasn't quite slipped into slow motion mode. She was quick enough to go over and take that throw. And of course, at 40 minutes a half at under 16s. It's only about 9 minutes to go plus stoppages. And Killala need to get out of their own half. They haven't done it too often in this second half.
Cameraman struggling a bit with the umbrella.
It's a match in itself, isn't it? Cameraman versus umbrella. We'll have the highlights of that afterwards. Maria Keane has been so competent and confident at right back for her side. Oh, what a turn that is from Aoife McHugh. And she has the pass to go with it. But well intercepted by Hannick. She's after 72 minutes of really physical football being played, for Aoife McHugh to have the skill and composure to pull that off. Incredible.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in and you're looking at this, you would say that Ballyglass look more like they're going to get another one.
Chance there for Caitlin Goff. Intercepted by McHugh. Confident of coming out of her box is McHugh. The slice clearances, maybe the ball a bit wetter than it was in the first half. Maybe Duffy couldn't get a foothold on that. Slightly slower to get the things now. Our Ballyglass is no rush to take these. Katie Peacock battling Duffy. And so many good individual battles out there on the pitch all game long as Edel Keane takes the throw. Looking to release Hannah Peacock down that left-hand side. Oh, what a pass. What a pass out to Hannah Peacock on this left-hand side. Looking to get it onto her left foot. Stumbles just a little bit, maintains possession. Looking to give it to Emily Burke. Emily Burke, good left-footed delivery again. So many times she's put the ball into that area at the back post. And just agonisingly close to finding someone again.
Yeah, a couple of players now huffing and puffing. Of course, this has been 75 minutes, high-intensity game.
Yeah, it hasn't been a game of walking football by any means. It's been high-octane, high-energy. Both teams really exerting themselves. You wonder, can Killala find something deeper in the tank in this final 6 minutes of regulation time? Can Ballyglass hang on?
You have to feel Killala went 1-0 up and then they went 2-1 up and they've been pipped back both times. What kind of effect does that have mentally to be going ahead and then losing the lead, and what effect does it have for the other team to be going behind and then turning it around? They must have a great belief going into these last few minutes.
Yeah, I've been part of teams that have given up leads and it's not a nice feeling. It's devastating. You start doubting yourself. What much more do you have to do to put these guys away? And yeah, Killala have to put up with a storm. storm from Ballyglass. They've come roaring back into this game. They scored twice already. They look capable when they get forward. It's Caitlin Goff now, but they got to get it forward to O'Boyle. They got to get it forward O'Boyle and O'Donnell. McLaughlin in midfield. And it's O'Donnell now. O'Donnell, lovely skill from O'Donnell. Lovely play from O'Donnell. Goes past two. Could you go past the third? Yeah, really good hands. Alert goalkeeper from McHugh. O'Donnell so unlucky not to end up winning at least a corner for her troubles there. But they need more of that. They got to get the ball into O'Donnell's feet. O'Donnell and O'Boyle, their first half goals must feel like a lifetime ago now. As Isabel Trait looks to get forward, and McLaughlin as well has been so good in midfield. There's a loose touch there. Yeah, Ballyglass happy enough to go long.
So evenly matched, these two teams.
Oh, it's been incredible. Yeah, it's such a cliche, but it's a shame that one of these teams has to lose. They've both played the game in the right spirits, with really high quality football. That's Holly Donovan, goal scorer from the first half. The ball is gathered by Grace Hannick. Grace Hannick needs to get her team forward, needs to do it quickly. There's Ella McLaughlin now. She got an assist in the first half. She'd love to get one now. It's a good touch there from Queeve O'Donnell. So as there shouts the handball, it's O'Donnell. O'Donnell bulldozing through. O'Donnell! Oh! Very important palm there from Michelle McHugh. And just, we were talking about how dangerous O'Donnell and O'Boyle are. It's just half a chance O'Donnell needed there to get a shot off.
Big games have big moments, and that was definitely a big moment.
Yeah, O'Donnell, or is it O'Boyle, the number 11, bulldozing her way through.
Keeper did well to close down the angle there.
Really did, yeah. Didn't give her much to aim at. Well, Michelle McHugh, you think of the iconic saves that have been made over the years. The Martinez in the World Cup final a couple of years ago, Casillas in 2010. So often these finals are decided by big goalkeeping moments. And that was huge from McHugh there.
Yeah, there's going to be nerves on one side, desperation on the other, as we're 3 minutes plus stoppages away. There certainly won't be any losers of this game. This has been an absolutely enthralling encounter by both teams. Nobody deserves to lose here.
No, both sets of players and coaching staff's going to hold their heads very high at full time, regardless of the result.
Yeah, there'll be massive applause for both teams.
They're struggling to clear their lines properly now. Killala, ball falling to Emily Burke a couple of times in midfield. A chance to break. What a tackle that is. Katie Corcoran, she's been everywhere, back there doing defensive duties as well. As Aoife McHugh looks to break down this left-hand side. Still, it goes out for a goal kick. And McHugh, no interest in retrieving the ball there for the Killala goalkeeper. 2 minutes left of the regulation 80. This under-16s girls shield final. Emily Burke, physical presence. She's come on the pitch as a substitute. Desperate to get out of her half, but again, brilliant header from Katie Corcoran. Katie Corcoran, a strong candidate for player of the match. And you can do that all game long.
Do it again.
Hat-trick of headers for Katie Corcoran to go along with the header she scored. She couldn't make it 4 in a row. She does make it 4 in a row, and they're taking their toll there. But that invaluable to have a player like that, so willing to get stuck in with the dirty work, to go along with her pace and skill and goal-scoring prowess. Not afraid to muck in and help out her team in the last 2 minutes of this Shield final.
Yeah, she's been one of the standout players from the first whistle. Really, we could see her quality and see her danger every time she got on the ball, and she's proved that with the goals and the impact she's had in the game, not only offensively but now defensively, as their team look to see it out.
Yeah, really impressive to have a player like that who can pop up in all areas of the pitch. Killala just been penned back a little bit here. It's Aoife McHugh on the press, trying to form McLaughlin. She's got magic in her boots. Can she create something and assist in the first half? What can she do here now? Great dribbling from McLaughlin. Ella McLaughlin hounded out of it. It took 3 players to dispossess her. Chance to break now, Emily Burke. But well intercepted by Aoife Finnerty. only hook it away.
Yeah, I think that swarming there of McLaughlin was a testament to the danger she poses when she's on the ball. Ballyglass obviously would have recognised that at half-time, and I think they've done a very good job in the second half of nullifying Killala's threat.
They really have. It's been, whatever tactical switch Ballyglass made in the second half has paid huge dividends. And they look to be moments away from being crowned Shield champions as a huge crowd looks on, and there's a massive attendance here today in Westport. There's number 10 here now, Quivo O'Donnell, chasing down a blind alley there only.
You can do, yeah. Perfect, thanks,
And
Vass.
just to remind people at home, we have not set our cameras to slow motion mode. That is actually the pace that Delaney is moving at. But I think if I was 3-2 up in a Shield final, I would be in no hurry either, as we tick into injury time.
It's probably going to be a few minutes. They
Yeah,
always say there'll be one last chance. Are Killala going to get one last chance?
And they've shown what they can do with those chances. There's such good finishes in the first half from O'Donnell and O'Boyle. Can they carve something out for them? Can Ballyglass see this out? And Katie Corcoran, she's played every position in the front three, full back. She's now playing at the number 6 holding mid-roll. As McLaughlin gets on the ball. Such a talent in midfield has McLaughlin been. And that is it, Kevin. Your under-16s Girls Shield champions are Ballyglass FC. The comeback queens coming from behind twice to win 3-2. Goals from Delaney, Donovan, the incredible in this game. And Corcoran, of course, the winner in the end, the header from the set piece. And worthy champions, Kevin.
Yeah, a quite incredible game. The determination that it took to be coming from behind twice, going 1-0 down and then 2-1 down, and that quick goal after half-time was massive. Within a minute they were back to 2-2, and from there on I think they looked the superior team in the second half. You couldn't remember that many chances for Killala in the second half, and the management team would be absolutely delighted. And yeah, it's Connacht Shield champions now for Ballyglass.
Yeah, very impressive performances from both teams, but Ballyglass just had that cutting edge. And maybe their skill at set pieces making all the difference, going from a corner and a free kick. But both teams hold their heads very high. But what a first game of the day, Kevin. If that sets the tone for the rest of the weekend, we're in for a serious treat.
Well, it's 0-0 on the other pitch, so...
Oh, is it? Well,
no.
If it sets the tone for the games we'll have on our stream here.
That's it. Maybe we'll, on the main pitch here, we'll get the...
Yeah, when the lights are
thrillers.
brightest, the people will shine the most, as you see. Lovely to see the hugs and kisses being exchanged on the sideline between players and parents there, and it means an awful lot to everyone involved here. It's been long seasons. I'm sure a lot of sacrifices made, a lot of money spent on petrol driving around to different pitches. Ballyglass, yeah, worthy champions, and you can see how much it means to everyone involved there. And in a 3-2 game, all 5 goals of incredible quality and different types of finishes. Into the near post, high top corner finishes, low bottom bins, a couple from set pieces, free kicks and a corner. And a game that had it all, and a game that was played in the right spirits. I don't think the referees and officials had to make too many difficult calls in terms of yellows and reds. It was a game played in the right spirit. The challenges were strong but fair, and a game that had everything. The incredible finishes, there was a penalty saved, goals from free kicks and corners, and both teams hitting the post each. Just a really impressive advertisement for girls and women's football in Ireland. And yeah, incredible that at under 16s level the players have that. You see the coaches with their hands on heads. I'm sure it'll mean an awful lot to them out there as well, that they're going home with the winning medals from the Shield final. A lot of sacrifices made. Got to remember, at this level it's all volunteers. They're doing it for the love of the game. And just the standard is so much higher at under 16s levels now than it was when I played at that level. And you can tell that by the quality of the football played today. And a large part of that down to the coaching staff. You saw the coaching staff, they had a word with Ballyglass. They were 2-1 down at half time, and they would have talked about how important the comeback was and to score early in that second half. And they did that exactly. A goal within an equaliser within 60 seconds of that second half, and then a late winner 7 or 8 minutes from full time. And goals from Isabel Delaney, Holly Donovan and Katie Corcoran. 3 very impressive players, but even the players who didn't score today, everyone played their part immensely. Incredible performance from Michelle McHugh in goal. Really good sweeper keeper. So many interceptions, and you see the flags are out now. Marking their territory are now Ballyglass FC. And they can indeed wave those flags loudly and proudly. Well earned. As you see, number 4, Katie Gibbons, leading the celebrations. Very impressive performance at the back from the captain. Led by example in the back line. And commiserations to Killala FC, who played a brilliant game. A really impressive performance from them. Really impressive, yeah, and well-deserved celebrations there from Ballyglass FC.
Also United, we'd like to welcome you all here to Abbey United Park. Especially welcome to the Schoolboys and Girls Committee. And especially to Killala and Ballyglass. I know it's tough, but I think if that's the standard game for the weekend, we're in for a treat. It's a fantastic game from both teams, and as everyone says, it's awful to hear. There has to be a loser, there has to be a winner. But ladies and very proud. I watched most of the game and I thought it was fantastic. Well done, both teams. We have a presentation party here from Paul Green, as chairman of the Connacht-Schoolboys and Girls, and Kerry Lee. So first of all, we'd like to call up the referees and officials. Thanks, lads, for today. Well done, mate. Thanks very much. And as every commissioner will tell your organisers, there's a shortage of referees, so it's great to see the lads here and doing what we all think is a wonderful job. I'd like to call on the runners-up captain, Ella McLaughlin, to come up, please.
I want to thank Ballyglass today for such a good game. We were probably the better team in the first half, and we were the better team in the second half, and it's the way it goes. So, well done to you. I want to thank Pierce and the other two refs for refereeing the game today. They did a really good job, so well done. I want to say a huge thanks to Martin Court and my team for all they've done for us this year, and for all they've done for us throughout the last 9-10 years. We've won so many titles under them, and it would have been nice to finish on one, but sure, it is what it is. So. I want to thank the parents for driving us to all the matches, and the supporters for coming out today. Eva, Mary, Paige, Reva, Eva, Emma, Isabel, Grace, May, Audrey, Orla, Megan, and Rachel.
Congratulations, girls. Tough luck. But I think round of applause for Killala. Excellent game, football today. Okay, with every team final, there's winners and losers. The Killala have joint captains in Katie Gibbons and Ellen Joyce. If you'd like to come up, please. Well done.
Just to make sure the hair is right.
I'd also like to thank the official for refereeing such a great match. I'd like to say a big thank you to Killala for the game today. Every time we play, it's always a different outcome every single time. So thanks for that. 3 cheers for Killala. Okay? Okay? Okay. I'd like to thank PJ, Pat and Henri for all their help over the years and for always being there for us whenever we need them. I'd also like to thank all our parents for bringing us here today and for every training, even though they probably don't want to bring us, but you know. I'd also like to thank all the girls over there. Thanks for like showing up every training and always being here. Yeah. Michelle. Maria. Isabel.
Okay, if you want to take pictures, folks, they've got a machine presentation over there. Special word of congratulations, Ballyglass, I think 50 years celebration this year, so well done, nice to start the work. Well done, Ballyglass.